Damn. All right. Hope you guys can hear me right now. For those who are with me on YouTube. Uh-huh. Yeah, Shmani did something here, but it's all cool. But anyway, yep, as we move on back to the music just a little bit, then I'll be coming back, family. Of course, Karibuni Sana once again. Big up to J Breeze in the building. Shout out to Olivia Breezy in the building. Shout out to all G Reborn in the building. Hope you guys are doing great. And I hope your week has been amazing as mine. But back to the music. This is by the one and only Otile Brown featuring Darasa. Hope you guys get to enjoy this. I'll be back with the quote of the day as we get started with the conversation of today. I don't know what happened again. What really happened?
Ladies, watoto kali mnajijua, sila mwanamke kulinda na kakuna step. Ladies,
Long hair. Celebrate with KO, and I hope you guys are doing great and enjoying. I see you saying that okay, sound is perfect on YouTube now. Thank you, and of course, thank you for letting me know. And I had to check on that, and I'm glad I didn't go so far without noticing all that. And thank you so much once again. My quote of today says, "I think weekends are made in China. They don't last too long." I think weekends are made in China. They don't last too long. That is the China product. It must be a China or Chinese product. That is what's up. I hope you guys are doing great once again. To everyone who's just joining us on YouTube, welcome once again, and rather welcome and big up to everyone with us on Facebook, on YouTube, on the radio station. Hope you guys are getting me loud and clear. And for those who are with us on also the show page and on Rumble Live, or rather those who shall be catching this on a replay, hope you guys get to enjoy. Shout out to Digital Humanitarian. Hope you're doing great. Shout out to Daniel Kick in the building. Shout out to Elizabeth Mbide in the building. Wakwito, Wasiata. Hope you're doing great. But anyway, as we get started, I'm going to start straight with this video that is coming from the South Africa former president who talks about, Senegal and that is Osman Sonko arrest and his thoughts regarding it. And he also talks about that is the coups that have been happening in the West and what are his thoughts regarding this. There's where he mentions on this video of how young people, especially like what we've been observing in Mali, Burkina Faso, it's not just all about power. People are questioning independency of Africa right now. And this is the young people, because we've been talking about and celebrating so many years, so many African countries right now. We're talking about our 60s, our 50s years of independency. But if you look at how Africa is operating, we are so much dependent we're so much dependent than independent. We're so much demanding of the IMF, the World Bank loans. We're so much demanding of so much, which we've been unable to build right here in the continent despite the resources we have. And I remember again, there's this Mzungu, I shared a video of him and he said it, it's not us stealing your resources anymore. It is your own presidents who are literally giving away your resources. And if you try to look at it, it's very true. Personally, I still question which we saw, and still there's no clear article of it. Why is it that we had Kenya giving an Italian company 300,000 acres of land, while we went to Zimbabwe, that is Zambia, sorry, we went to buy 20 hectares of land? This is for us to secure the food that is in both countries, but there's nothing that is happening, because recently we just reported where Zambians are suffering because of hunger and all that. It is crazy, and I want to share about this and share this video, and you guys, karibuni sana as you share your
One of the interesting phenomena in West Africa, well, let me stay West Africa, but say something else. You know, there will be I think somebody mentioned this earlier, there'll be elections in Senegal later this month.
Shout out to
Presidential
Karantina in the building. Shout out to Stephanie Njoroge.
elections. Now, what had happened in Senegal was that over the last 2 years or so, the most popular person in terms of the opposition had got into trouble, got arrested and charged and so on. In the end, I think he got charged for something, found guilty on a charge of corrupting the youth, something like that. Sentenced.
And who has actually been released today. So let me read the article of what is happening today in Senegal. We're seeing Osman Sonko and Barison Diomaye, that is the Senegalese or Senegal opposition leaders, have been freed days before elections. And the Senegal opposition leader, that is Osman Sonko, and the president candidate, he is backing this in this month's delayed election. Bassirou Diomaye Faye has been released from prison, and the two met hundreds of their jubilant supporters in the capital Dakar after their release late on Thursday night. And their release followed an amnesty announced by President Macky Sall, and the elections are due to be held on 24th of March after a failed bid to push them to December. Because remember, that was the last month where they pushed them to December 15th. The court of Senegal said that they don't consider this constitutional, and that they need to change the date of election till they settled on 24th of March. Mr. Faye, who's 44, is one of the 19 candidates. Something again when we have all these candidates always, vying for one seat. I mean, what do you expect? We just need one person. Why do we have 19 candidates? It doesn't make sense. I believe there should be actually a maximum of candidates, and this is in every African country. There should be a maximum of candidates. We can't be having 10, 19, 15, even 5 candidates. I think at most we should be having just 3 candidates, presidential candidates who are standing for that seat, because we just need to pick one person who, at the end of the day, we're not the ones who are picking. We understand that, but still, I believe that there should be a maximum number of how many candidates are for a presidential seat. This is just, I believe, another way of these people just grabbing power and getting more indulged in political affairs. And this is how corruption gets to, or never stops to run in Africa. Because I don't understand why you're seeking for that. 19 of you, that is a big number. For me, I feel like that is just unconstitutional for Africa as a continent. Whereas Mr. Faye is one of the 19 candidates contesting for the elections and is expected to start campaigning this Friday, and is vying through the Diomaye President Coalition Party. And Yassine Fall, a vice president of Mr. Sonko's disbanded past party, which is now supporting Mr. Faye, and said, we are very pleased with their release. And he also asked that they should have never gone to jail, but now with Osman Sonko release and our candidate, Bassirou Diomaye Faye, we will be able to campaign, and we will assure we will win this. And that's also something else I always want to back when it comes to elections. Shout out to Jaboya, nice to see you. Are you saying that they 3 are enough? The rest are content creators. I know that's right. I mean, that's a nice one. The rest are content creators. I know, because why do we always have so many presidential candidates trying to seek for it's just one person who's going to be selected, which also I'm glad in this video is going to be mentioned. We don't elect our presidents as citizens. These people are selected. I don't want to break down again how I figured out how elections is conducted, how the turning out of number of people, what it means and why the media appears there. But we don't select none of these coons, because that is who they are, puppets, who know their game and skills very well trained, and they know how to apply. But let me continue.
By far,
Shout out to Riley Murudengu, shout out to you. Unasema nyako majabara kabisa. Sijaelewa hiyo lakini nimeelewa tu. Sijaelewa hiyo, but anyway, shout out to you.
most popular
I just understand Nyako, Jaber, I don't know the rest. But anyway, shout out to you. Shout out to Mama Kai. Shout out to you.
politician, I'm talking about a gentleman called Usman Sonko. Yeah. So that is in jail.
Oh, I was saying before I move on, I got distracted. I was saying something else I always want to, which I feel African continent should focus on, is when it comes to presidential rallies as well, political rallies. If you guys can remember Magufuli, let me see the reason why Magufuli did ban political rallies. Why did Magufuli ban political rallies? Okay, so that is then after President Samia Suluhu came into power, she actually changed a lot of things that Magufuli had refused them running in his country. And let me see, that was in 2016, Magufuli was criticized when he banned political rallies. So let us see the main reason. They're saying that the supporters of Chadema, who actually we saw when Samia got into president, she immediately did, dissolve a lot of things. But yeah, they're saying the supporters of the opposition Chadema Tanzania police have banned opposition parties from conducting planned national-wide protests for fear they would escalate into civil disobedience amid growing allegations that President John Magufuli was abusing his power, which is a lie. And they say Tanzania police have banned opposition party. Okay, let me read that. The development comes after the main opposition party, Chadema, has scaled up attacks against the president after the government dropped live broadcasts in parliament, and Deputy Speaker Tulia Ackson rejected MP's call to cancel the debate on the decision to suspend over 7,800 students pursuing special teaching diploma courses at Dodoma University. As a result, opposition MPs boycotted the parliament budget session chaired by Dr. Ackson, whom they accused of hijacking their parliamentary privileges, and the MP said they will bring up a motion on a vote of no confidence against him. The leader of opposition, Freeman Oboye, also criticized President Magufuli's decision to move regional administration and local government portfolios from the Prime Minister office to the President's office, and the reallocation of budget funds without seeking approval from Parliament.
What he was doing was stopping European power. Europeans, when they have these rallies, the CIA. CIA is in every African country. So when you're not doing what they want to do, they're trying to stabilize the country to overthrow you. All these embassies in Africa have CIA attaches inside them. Your NGOs, all this shit is CIA, Mossad, the Israeli Mossad, and MI6, the British backed in your country. So Magufuli, knowing this, since he was trying to make sure that Tanzania would not become corrupt, because he refused it. See, the game is to make sure Africa stays in debt. Said, take these loans that don't benefit you. Take these loans, so they come back and steal the resources. Magufuli, and also just that they refuse to take these IMF loans, refuse to take these World Bank loans to get the country in debt. So really, the cats with the small hats can come back in and start stealing the land, stealing the businesses, stealing the mines, stealing everything that's not nailed down. So that's why they do it. So it's not to clap that on dissent, because you have that right. But he knows that all African countries have been infiltrated by the CIA. Till you get the CIA out of your country, till you get them out, then you can allow dissent. Every African country has been infiltrated by the CIA, every last one of them. That's why they overthrow governments, why they put certain governments up. That's how we know everybody's selected in Africa. That's how we know this is a fact. That's why you see Ibrahim Traoré get rid of the fake European media, get the journalists, get your ass out of here. Give it all the white journalists in your country. get shut down the embassy in your country, because you got to do that. Because Africa's been set up to fail from its inception with colonialism and this fake independence. And everybody knows it. Like you say, everybody knows this. The regular African on the street might not know that because they've been made ignorant. But these puppets all know this is a fact. Go ahead, Joby.
It is true. So I believe if, as much as we're focusing, I'm talking about the candidates' number being maximized and political rallies also not being conducted, those are some of the things when we're going to be having an African state, one state of Africa. Those are some of the things we should be checking on. But
yeah, that's what they scared. They scared about that United States of Africa. They try, because the original leaders back in the 50s and late 50s, that's what they wanted. Of course, the white man didn't want that. Why you got why you get your Jomo Kenyatta? We get these puppets, because they had to stop that. Because Africa got that. Once again, Africa goes back on top as it's supposed to be in the world. The majority of the world's plant family, you African people, been on top. It's only recently that you see us on the bottom.
Period.
So that's what everybody's trying to stop. Africa go back to the top. Georgia.
Shout out to Salim Hillary. Karibu sana. Nice to see you today. Shout out to 188. I hope I'm pronouncing your name correctly. Karibu sana.
And people were killed in Senegal demonstrating against his arrest and imprisonment. Genuinely popular figure. So, because of this concern about democracy on the continent,
he can say the truth now, Joby, because he's no more threat. That's why he's talking now, Joby. He's not a threat to the white man's power. That's why he'll say it. That's why he never said it while he was in. That's why he said while he wasn't president, because they would have put a bullet in his head. So that's why he's still comfortable. He can say it now, Joby. He's still a coward. He's telling the truth. He's still a coward. That's what he is. Go ahead.
I mean, most of these leaders, I've seen that because I think there's also a former, I don't know if it's Zambia, Zimbabwe, I'm not sure, one of the two, Zambia, Gambia, I can't remember, but one of the countries.
It was Gambia. Yeah. It was Gambia. Yeah, he was in the Gabon. They got exiled. He got exiled down to Gabon. He was a Gambian president, told the truth. He said, these young kids are not going to go for this no more. We've been stealing all these presidents and puppets. They rob and steal from the people. And the youth know it now. Not the old people. He said, it doesn't matter about the old people because Africa's young. And you're going to start seeing these old niggas get overthrown. That was leader Gambia. Telling the truth. Yeah.
Yep.
So it's gonna be rough for you, coons, he said. And you old niggas, because the youth are going to keep coming. They're going to keep coming. Georgia.
It's going to keep coming.
And as one of the few countries on the continent which has never had a military coup. Since independence in 1960, there's never been a coup there. You'd have elections and then the incumbent parties lose elections and new ones take over. But there was a crisis now because here is the most popular leader who's opposite side of the president in another party.
Exactly, they don't want him there. That's right. That's how it works. Because the Europeans don't want him in there because he's young and he really wants to help African people in Africa. He's 34. And the white man said, jail his ass. He's talking about giving you your resources and making you rich and not giving me your goddamn money. Lock his ass up.
So we engaged with President Macky Sall to say about President, Senegal is very, very important on the continent as this great exemplar of democracy. It illustrates very, very firmly, very conclusively that we as Africans know how to manage democratic systems.
Oh, but Eric Prince told us we can't manage ourselves, We need to face some neo-colonialism so that we can, be able to be governed again or understand what governance is. But goes ahead and says our presidents are the ones to blame. But why won't you say because of such people like you are sent to Africa to deliver messages like Anthony Guterres?
Exactly.
So, is why Africa cannot be able to govern itself, Why
they don't want it to govern itself, Joby, because it's wealthy. Told you, but see the dirty secret. The youth, everybody want to shut down this TikTok. The youth are starting to get too much information. That's the African youth. They said, "What? We used to be rich. You mean to tell me we weren't poor like these white people said? No,
Mm-hmm.
no, you were never poor. You couldn't have been poor in the richest continent.
Mm-hmm.
Well, all this shit's a lie. Yes, yes. Now the white people were always poor, not you. You mean tell me what we weren't always dummies? No, you taught the world everything. What? Yes, yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I
Unbelievable.
know.
Can't afford to have Senegal fall back on that. And therefore, let the matter of Usman Sonko, who wants to run for president, let that matter be decided by the voters, not by prison orders.
Well, they don't want to be signed by the voters. Exactly.
Just before I came here, I saw a lovely report.
You think Ruto's the most popular man in Kenya? I believe not. You think Uhuru before him was the most popular man in Kenya? I believe not. Go ahead.
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead, Joe.
Macky Sall has intervened, declared an amnesty all the prisoners out of jail, including Usman Sonko. And pardoned various charges, as a result of which Usman Sonko is running for president. That was an excellent intervention made by the president of Senegal, precisely to say it's a responsibility of the Senegalese or the rest of us to defend this democracy, particularly, you raised quite correctly, in the context of the military takeovers that have been taking place, particularly in West Africa. But I think we've got to understand this about
Thank you, Lamsand, for following the live creator.
the West Africa situation. You know, where a few years back, you remember we had to work with Cote d'Ivoire, the Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, to help them to get sorted out. And one of the things that we found was that there was an agreement with France signed at the point of the independence of Cote d'Ivoire, that France would maintain a military barracks in Abidjan.
Exactly.
Hi to
Of
Sankimon,
course.
been a while.
Of course, they were saying a military bases all throughout Africa. France, that's why they got kicked out of Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso. Because these are colonizers. Exactly. Now you want to keep a base. And remember, it's been Ivory Coast, sorry ass, that's been trying to help the French overthrow Burkina, overthrow Mali, overthrow Niger. And that president has got to get that work. That wicked ass nigga over damn Ivory Coast, Cote d'Ivoire, next to Ghana. The country next to Ghana, Abidjan, the capital of Ivory Coast, which is actually a beautiful place. I've been to Ivory Coast. Beautiful, beautiful. But you're a boot-licking, handkerchief head African country. You gotta get your ass over. Show the video of about 4 or 5 months ago when the French troops were in Abidjan checking the Cote d'Ivoirians, or whatever you call them, the Ivory Coastians, whatever, right? They was in that African country. The French had a checkpoint in that, checking the Africans in their own goddamn countries. Imagine a foreign country checking your people. Kind of weak ass Negroes lead these countries. You've been overturned. You've been overthrown. Get your ass out of here and get these French bastards out the country. The hell's going on? I'm sure we show that video again on YouTube, showing the French checking the Cote d'Ivoirians. You know, this puppet ass state. Well, Ghana's a puppet state too, but the country right next to Ghana, this puppet ass state with these goopy niggas.
And the commander of the French troops, in any situation where he felt the security of Cote d'Ivoire or the security of France was threatened, he had the power, sovereign
That's right.
power,
They would take over.
a French general,
Take over the country.
to take over the public station broadcasting and announce what.
That's right. Now imagine, what kind of country is this? Now all you puppet niggas know this, that the French in Cote d'Ivoire can take over the goddamn media anytime we want. That means you don't have a real country. You're not independent. And tell the president, you shut your goddamn mouth. Remember, that's the shit they were saying to Burkina Faso's president, and the youth finally understood that they overthrew his ass. That's when you got Ibrahim Traoré in it. The youth finally understood, hey, this nigga is not no president. The French control Burkina Faso. Get this bastard out of here. And they overthrew his ass, finally. That's what you got happening in the next country over. Cote d'Ivoire. That's what happened in Guinea, Mali, to keep, that's what they call French Africa. These wicked ass French that have been robbing and stealing for 200 years in that part of Africa. That fake ass Frank. So he's letting you know. But do you hear any of these guys, like Joby's right? I'm so disgusted with this nigga right here. Now he's saying it. But you hear any of them when they go stand their ass up and get on a bus and go to any of these European conferences and keep their raggedy ass mouth shut. But they got their people ignorant back at home thinking they got power. But they don't got no. And I want you to know, it's the same shit that happens in Kenya with the British. I want you to understand that. They go to Ruto and they say, hey nigga, this is what you're going to do, this is what you're not going to do. Certain things you'll keep your motherfucking mouth shut and you'll get your troops to Haiti. His government already told me, his legal department in the country, his judges said this is illegal against the Constitution. It is. But the white man that told him, nigga, you better get them niggas to Haiti. That's what you better do. Yes, boss. Yes, master. That's the same shit you see happen. And the youth, that's what's scary. The youth are starting to know. Uh-oh. The youth are like, these niggas don't lead no countries. These are puppets. These are coons. Everybody knows the term coon now all of a sudden too. These are coons. These are puppets. See, the youth, they're scared as hell. And when that white man told me, sure, we're going to have to fight Africa one day because these niggas are waking up. Yeah. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, Joe.
The agreements, one
Out to you, Obi, karibu sana.
of the 12 or so agreements.
Joe Mosquito karibu. No, Joe Mosquito jibajaba. Joe Mosquito.
Your mosquitoes on TikTok, Joby.
But
Jibba jabba's on
Yeah.
TikTok.
Yeah.
the Francophone countries that signed with France at independence. Mali just now has just repudiated all of those agreements.
Yeah, get rid of that
11 or
shit.
12 of them, which include prescriptions about when you've generated a foreign currency, bank it in Paris.
Exactly.
Yeah.
France can, so he knows it.
And Paris.
France, that's what that French franc. I know he's gonna mention. I'm mentioning that. The French franc, the fucking Kenyan shilling. Shilling is British, you moron. That wicked ass currency. You got talking about that franc. That they gotta go to the European, to go to France, which is the Rothschilds. Let's dispense the name France. Let's put the real name to it. The Rothschilds. You gotta go to them. They get to keep the majority of your money, and then they get to dictate to you how much money you get back from your own money. Then they try to give you loans from your own goddamn money. You know how wicked and fuck. They're like only a drunkard would sign these deals, or somebody weak. Or somebody weak. That's why these countries have been kept in power. These are the richest countries on the planet 700 years ago. And now they're abject poverty. Mali and Niger and Burkina Faso were part of the Malian Empire. Mansa Musa shit. The richest countries on the continent in the world. And now they're in abject poverty? Why? Because these white people have been stealing out of there. That's why. That's why Europe is rich off the back of Africa. Now the richest empire on the planet is now in abject poverty. I ain't talking about the richest place on the continent. I'm talking about the richest place in the goddamn world. 700 years ago, richest kingdom on the planet, and still considered the richest place ever existed, the Mali Empire, which consisted of Niger, Chad, even Chad punk ass was part of the Mali Empire. Chad, Niger, Burkina Faso, Guinea, Mali. That was the empire. Considered the richest place on the planet and still considered the richest empire to ever exist. Not fucking Rome, not Greece, not China, Africa. And now today it's impoverished. I wonder why. And Europe is now rich? Make it make sense. Understand how shit's been stolen from you. Lies about damn missionaries and other idiotic nonsense. That's why I want you to know. And this handkerchief head Negro, I don't want to hear this nigga even talk no more. This is, shut up, you weak ass nigga. Damn you weak ass nigga. Now, come on. Now I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna be royal and I'm gonna be stately. You never said when your ass is in office, shut the fuck up, you weak ass nigga.
Yeah, but you mentioned of presidents being selected. You also mentioned that our youth are questioning independence right now, and
That's
that
right.
people are,
He knows that. He knows they all selected. Hell, that used to be, that's propaganda. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. White man say it's propaganda. It's propaganda. We own all the media now. It's propaganda. It's propaganda. Is propaganda Africa's the wealthiest continent on the planet? Propaganda. No, that's true. So how the fuck are the Africans poor then? When they never been poor? Is that propaganda? Is that propaganda? Is that a conspiracy theory? It's a conspiracy theory that Africa's the richest continent on the planet and the Africans are now poor. Is this a conspiracy theory? Oh, it's not.
It's
It's
not.
factual.
It is true. I was questioning the other day who funds Nollywood. I bet it is some Zungu or this still.
Yeah,
Who funds
the
Nollywood?
French. France controls now. Look it up, Joey. France owns Nollywood. You got Google. Might break your heart. So who owns Nollywood? The French own it. The French own that shit. Well, you got skin bleaching and hatred of African people and all kind of wicked ass shit on that shit. Say, does France own Nollywood? Yes. That's why I ain't looking at that Nollywood shit. That shit ain't never all propaganda, bad through African people's mind, that goofy shit. How you gonna make an African studio that doesn't uplift African people? And tell you to hate yourself, bleach, and all kind of wacky shit. How you gonna have an African studio? You make your own Hollywood, but it's all backward and fucked up. And it don't uplift your own people. But it's worthless. Hollywood. Take that shit and throw it in the ocean. Go ahead, Joby.
I see some articles related to France owning it. The first one said that actually it is owned by Nigeria, but I see if you go deeper, you'll find.
Yeah, they don't want you to know they don't want you to know the white man own that shit, Joby. That's why it's all fucked up. That's why it doesn't promote African strength. It doesn't promote African power. How's it gonna be by Africans? They skin bleaching, all kind of dumbass stories. Them stories ain't got nobody Africa talking about we need to take power, uplifting movies about us being powerful, fighting the white man and winning. He talking about I'm worried about getting a date and he's a prince with money and I'm skin bleaching. Used to be a maid. What? Get this dumbass shit away from me.
crazy. But anyway, shout out to Juba Jaba once again and Sunken One. Thank you so much for the compliment. And Sunken One? I don't know what's that.
Oh,
Thank you, Juba Jaba, for the
the forward head, Jimmy, you all right?
I don't know what fell from the roof, but anyway, I don't know
What
what's
fell
that.
up on the roof?
I don't know. It's just a paint, I
Watch
guess.
out.
I hope.
Oh, gotta
Yeah,
get,
but
gotta get the guy to plaster the roof. Hey man, get your ass there, plaster this damn roof.
shout out to Juba Jaba. You're saying that where was Kenya or other African nations after many earthquakes or hurricanes that wrecked Haiti? I know that's right. I mean, speaking of Kenya, let me just share
Exactly.
this. This is the video that
Exactly.
has leaked today in the morning. How we seen our Kenyans training. This is the pathetic training they are having on. This is 36 billion worth of training that they said they needed. And this is the stupidity we can see them doing. How are you gonna deal with people who are killing you mercilessly? You just walking around the world looking for them. Are you crazy?
This
Oh, what they
military
doing? What they doing is military action. Yeah, they're doing that's counterinsurgency work right there, Joe. It's got counterinsurgency. So they're being safe because they know in Haiti they're gonna get picked up. So you stay close. You stay close to a cover. That's to stop cover fire. All right. So they're doing counterinsurgency work right there. Go ahead, Joe. Go ahead, play it.
Okay.
three nations have been practicing during this year's Justified Accord training, which recently took place in Nanyuki, about 4 hours outside of the Kenyan capital, Nairobi. Justified Accord is the U.S. Africa Command's largest exercise in East Africa.
By coming here together, we've got
The U.S. Africa. See, this is what you don't do. This is why you know Rudo's a puppet. Got the Americans and the white man, the Europeans in your country, talking about training you to go against other Africans. This is how I let you know that the whole country is a puppet organization. You're supposed to be going against this motherfucker right here. It's Africa, you're supposed to be going against this colonizing motherfucker right there. His ass is the enemy, not other African people. This motherfucker is the enemy. Go ahead, Joe.
Build readiness, the capacity and capability of our teams,
Readiness,
internationally, but unique to the region, in order to combat violent extremism and those elements within our region.
The fake name, violent extremism, was gave it to you by the JEWs. Violent extremism. When they're the ones who do all the violent extremism. That's their ass. That's this motherfucker here. The American government with our military. That's us. That's these motherfuckers here. That's why you can't get nobody to join our military, because all the youth know all these wars started by. It wasn't really started by us, young guys, and people that run this country are the cats with the small hats. That's their ass. Okay? So what this white man's talking about is absolute bullshit. It's absolute, not just a little bit of bullshit, tiny bullshit. It's 100% bullshit. Good, Joe.
Not just a little bit bullshit.
Stabilize our communities and our governments.
In 2013, Kenya suffered one of its worst terror attacks when Somalia-based terrorist group Al-Shabaab bombed Nairobi's Westgate shopping mall and killed nearly 70 people.
The exercise Justified Accord.
Remember, Al-Shabaab is started by that same white man right there that was talking. That's how you get your Al-Shabaabs from that motherfucker supposedly fighting the Al-Shabaab. See, that's the kabuki theater we fucking with. And you got this moron right here, this bootlicking ass nigga, this Kenyan nigga who can't fight nobody. That's why his women get raped over in Arabia. This moron here. Well, the white man came to help us. He not telling you that the white man created Al-Shabaab that came in terrorists and blew the fucking mall up. Because he's too weak. The African man, he's too weak and a bootlick. Because don't believe that none of these niggas know none of this. Mm-hmm. They're like that President act was, yes, we get selected. Yes, the real terrorism is the white man who funds it. Yeah. Yeah. See, this moron here talking ain't gonna say, who got the fund? Who fund Al-Shabaab? Where'd the money come from? These niggas don't got no jobs. They don't got no businesses. Who's funding it? But this moronic ass nigga with his fucked up beret on his head, because he's a bootlicking coward, is not going to say that. Because the whole country's controlled by Europeans. He's not going to say a damn thing. He's going to say, yes, the Americans came here to help us learn how to do stuff. Yes, it's very good. They're going to drag you in the street, nigga, when you get your punk ass to Haiti. They're going to drag, and I want them to. I want Kenya to see this. They're going to drag you niggas through the streets with bullets in your fucking head. And you need that to happen. You need that. You need that. You're going to need that. Because this fake training you get, it ain't going to help you. You helping your imperialist man. They put bullets in your motherfucking head. They're going to drag you through the streets. Watch. It's coming. Watch when you bring. I'm a genie. This is my prediction. You're going to see pictures through TikTok. They won't show it on their media. On TikTok, you're going to see images of Kenyan police getting dragged through the streets, dead, and then tossed out in the ocean. Get your ass out of here. You toss their ass in the ocean, dead. Watch. That's my prediction. That's my prediction. Okay? Now remember I told you, you got to hear first. If you want to win the lottery, I'll give you the numbers.
Period. You had it.
The U.S. military has been a very good opportunity to build cooperation and relationship, and which will ultimately
see how weak this nigga sound? Give us opportunity to learn from the white man to help because no power, no nothing. Give us opportunity for the white man to tell us what to do, and we opportunity to. This is why Africa's fucked up. This weak ass nigga here. You give us the opportunity, the white man teach us how we do. That's why I need the youth to raise up and get rid of these bootlicking cowards like this. They came to help us, and we did good cooperation to go fight other Africans and on Haiti because the white man told us to go do it, and it's a good opportunity to go do it. Yeah, drag you through the street, nigga. Go ahead, Joby.
Speaking of Al-Shabaab, this morning we woke up to where we had militants from the Al-Shabaab group who have attacked a hotel near the presidential palace in Somali, the capital city of Mogadishu, and the Islamist group had attacked the Sail Hotel before, which is popular with government officials.
Okay, they're gonna ask you something. Question: why can't nobody ever get rid of these terrorist groups? Why can't they? How these terrorists? Where do they go at after they get through doing their attacks? Where do they go? They just left alone? Who's protecting them? I go to Mogadishu, blow up some shit. Where do I go after that? How am I safe in the same country I blew shit up in? Because if any country was real, you'd be chased to the ends of the earth and you'd be slaughtered. You do a terrorist attack, where are you going to go out in the country? You can't just go, I'm going to go to this part of the country. I'm going to be like, any military's coming to get your ass, and you're wiping your ass out. But only in Africa, these terrorist groups just ride around on bikes and shit, go back into the brush, and nothing happens. What? Because the European is behind the shit. Niggas don't got no jobs. They don't make shit. They don't create shit. They got the best weapons. Motherfuckers can't even afford shoes, let alone anything else, except fucking, not even underwear, but they got weapons. Where they getting the weapons? Because there are no weapon manufacturing in Africa. Okay, we know that. So you need money to buy the weapons, and they're not made, so you're not manufacturing because you don't manufacture shit in Africa to begin with. Okay, so you don't make the guns. So how are these terrorists get new? Because in the military, weapons break down. Okay, here's a dirty little secret. You're in the military. You know how many rounds? You know, a gun, a weapon has a shelf life. How many rounds pass through a weapon, and then the weapon starts malfunctioning because it's old and it's used. It's just worn out. Just worn out. So these terrorists, you know, these weapons. The weapons got to be worn out. Who's replacing the weapons? They don't got no money? Europe, goddammit. Europe. These niggas ain't got no money. Somali's an impoverished ass country. It's impoverished. So where's the money coming from? From an impoverished Somali. So, but this nigga don't, you mean this nigga don't ask no questions? He don't know that? This fucking moron here? He don't know that these attacks must be sponsored by somebody? Shout out to Molly and Niger now knows. The white man. The white man sponsors the terrorists in your country. When they tell you, we're helping you fight the terrorists. But they're the ones doing it. It's called the Hegelian dialectic, nigga. Problem, reaction, solution. They need to keep Africa destabilized so they constantly steal. Okay? And they keep morons like this. He's some kind of this Captain Crunch nigga here. This nigga's not head no military. There's no Kenyan military. It's a joke. There's no African military. That's why they shut their mouths up when they women get raped everywhere. Because they know there's no real military there. No one's scared of no fucking African military. Like what? Get out of here with that shit. We're going to invade Mali. Man, get out of here with your military. So, him, they can't even be honest because they're all scared bootlegs. They all right, just so you got another terrorist attack. Who funded it? Who funded it? So at least Kagame, like Joby said, that guy was calling out Kagame and Museveni. Were puppets. Because they got their rebels down in Congo. They're not funding it. Uganda's poor. It can't even keep the lights on. Rwanda's poor. So how these poor ass niggas funding armies? They can't fund no fucking army when their countries are impoverished. And the youth are finally understanding this. Talking about motherfucking terrorists in Africa. And the terrorism don't have us. Ain't it funny? I want you guys to go back. Why was there never no terrorism when the white man had complete control of Africa through colonialization? Go back and look that up. You'll see no terrorism in Africa when the white man had his colonies. Kenya was a colony. Guinea-Bissau was a colony. Congo was a colony. Zimbabwe was a colony. Zambia was a colony. Ghana was a colony. Nigeria was a colony. There was none of this terrorism. Think I'm lying? Go look it up. You mean the white man had control of Africa 100 years? No terrorism? No, because he had complete control of the continent. Why would he need terrorism? He's not going to allow no terrorism. He had the continent, all the wealth he had. Now all of a sudden when these goofy niggas get independence, there's terrorism throughout Africa. You ain't figured it out yet? Go back and look. Make me a liar. Go back and look when the Europeans had colonies in Africa. Every African country was a colony. Oh, there was no terrorism, was no terror groups, was no Al-Shabaab, nigga, was no Boko Haram, was no Al-Qaeda, no ISIS, none of that shit. None of it. Why not? Why sudden the Africans getting independence now? All these terrorist groups are fucking everywhere. Popping up everywhere. Because it's them, you morons. They're the ones doing it. That's why. Mm-hmm. But you had nobody honestly saying it now until Bikini Faso Nights got free. These motherfuckers are doing it. The UN is doing it. Go ahead, Joby. Al-Shabaab. Get out of here with that bullshit.
Deal with the common threat, which is a security threat in this region of our own.
This was the first participation for Somali Danab Special Forces Platoon Commander Abdirahim. The Danab Brigade is a U.S.-trained elite unit of the Somali army that has been countering Al-Shabaab's attacks.
Biggest thing we benefit in this Justified Cold War is interaction between different countries. We meet the Rwandan, we meet the Tanzanian. The good example was now we are doing today is our demonstration. So I'm the platoon leader. So my platoon consists of the 10 Somalis.
That's why they went to Tanzania now. See, Tanzania never allowed none of this shit. Tanzania was the one helping Africans get free with real African fighters. Not none of these bootlickers. They weren't allowed in Tanzania when Julius Nyerere got control of that country. Only the African revolutionaries were allowed in Tanzania. You go look that up. Call me a liar. Tanzania, where you had a lot of revolutionaries who let all Africans get free. That's where they trained at, in Tanzania. He said, if none of us are free, I said, if not one of us is free, none of us are free. That was Julius Nyerere. Bring your ass to Tanzania. Learn to fight. And then go out and crush this white man and break his goddamn back. Not that bullshit you see. You had no American military base in no damn Tanzania. That was the fucking enemy. Are you crazy? Some Americans coming to teach Tanzanians and other Africans how to fight when they knew it's them, the ones that causing the destabilization in Africa. Get out of here. That's why the AFRICOM and all this shit exists. That's why you got the UN coming to Kenya. There's going to be a war. That white man right. There's going to be a major war in Africa. I'm telling you, by 2050, there's going to be a major war in Africa. Because all these people got to go. White people got to go. And the youth that's coming after the youth, the babies that are being born now, the ones that are 1 and 2, they're not your grandparents, baby. They're not the docile Negro. Oh, no. See, this generation being born now, today, is going to take back Africa. Mark my words. I'll be old. I'll be sitting in Africa. Hey, don't kill me. I'm one of the good ones. Kill these other niggas.
Wait, let me go to the comments very quickly. Juba Juba saying that, I think I read that. Juba Juba says that Nollywood is all cooning and fatness. God damn, man. Never shows about poverty, people swimming on the sewages, but showing us mansions. It's crazy. And I also see Unsunken One.
Joby won't let them Nigerian sewages go for it.
Nah, I won't let you shine. I won't let you shine until you stop running from your countries, I won't let you shine. They think you act like you're better than anyone. They act like South Africa, Nigerians act like South Africans, Oh, we're the coolest people, we got the giant. What is it doing?
What giant?
You got a giant sewage. What is that you have? A giant sewage.
Hey, you better stop talking your shit. Your neighbor gonna get you, Joby.
No, I don't care, man. Let me not say it. But I was saying that colonel, he's eating 3 meals and has a house in London, and he could care less about the people. That is true. Right. Saying that them crackers, that is Unsunken One, wouldn't train Africans to fight European nations. I mean,
damn sure wouldn't. Damn sure wouldn't. The enemy's not gonna train you to beat him. Exactly right. Common sense shit. Common sense.
And the Juba says that, right, who's the armor for these terrorists? It's either the Eastern Bloc, North Korea, or the billions worth of arms America left in Afghanistan. And also see you're saying Al-Shabaab sounds like a dance on Soul Train. It is crazy. And there is nothing they're willing to do about it. Shout out to them. And again, I just say what we've been saying. Like Keith is saying, we need a revolution. That is the only way Africa is going to declare its power. This us waiting on selection bullshit, because it is bullshit. Nothing is going to change. We're going to keep on voting. Corruption will never end.
The youth are going to change it, Joe. Youth are going to change this shit. About this section and that shit don't work. It was never meant to work, Joey. The fake system. They set it up. I think all these systems, this fake democracy is all over Africa. And what they tell you, when they got real democracy, hey, we need to restore our democracy in Niger. How dare you niggas? You got people dancing in the street. So that's the real democracy. Because the people want that. But we don't want that, you niggas. You better stop it. We're going to declare war. The dirty secret. White man don't want no war with no African. You don't got the numbers, Europe. You got the technology, but not the numbers. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
you don't got the numbers. You don't got the numbers no more. You're dying out. You don't got the numbers to put no military on the field in Africa. What? Oh no, nigga, you'll get destroyed. So you lose your proxy, your Al Shabaab, your all that shit to cause destabilization. But you won't bring your white ass on the field. You better do it within 20 years. Because the numbers, even though you tried to stop with the jabby jab, that didn't stop. That African woman womb, it's a dangerous thing. Too many people, and they wise to your Margaret Sanger shit. They wise to your Margaret Sanger bullshit now too. Too much information. They know your Margaret Sanger, your eugenics. So they hip to your Planned Parenthood. That's why Magufuli threw y'all to Tanzania. They hip to it. So they talking about it on the TikTok. Why you don't like it? So 20 years, nigga. Oh man. It is, listen, family, you can't stop the inevitable. Too many, even though we think it's slow, 20 years, family, I'm letting you know, Africa's gonna run the world. 20 years, mark my words, I'll still be alive. If I get shot or get hit by a car or something. I fuck around and get with a woman, a bad woman, stabs my ass in the middle of the night or something.
No.
It was some crazy Kenyan woman or Tanzanian. I'm stabbing you, nigga.
No.
So other than that, I'll be alive. 20 years, Africa will be on top. Mark my word. 20 years. Mark my word. It's inevitable. And all you Negroes stuck in America ain't realize Africa's gonna be the richest continent again. It's gonna be control of everything again. Not the Chinese. Damn sure not the Europeans. Damn sure not America. Watch my word. 20 years. It's gonna be rough for the rest of you motherfuckers, boy. Because Africa, these youth, watch. One way or another, it's gonna happen. It's called cycles of time. And it's time again. Everything goes in cycles. Told you the African's waking back, he goes to sleep, starts waking back up. Told you it's the great awakening. I told you guys 10 years ago. 7 years I came on, I said, what? The African's gonna start waking back up. How you know, Keith? What do you mean? Because the 25,000 year cycle of time, nigga, is a cycle. African people are connected to the rhythms of the universe. We go through a sleep period. That's when these other people popped up on the planet when we were going to sleep. Now we're coming out of that. And that melanin gonna start coming alive. Oh shit! That melanin, family. That melanin is the God genetics, baby. Oh, it's some powerful shit about to start popping off around here. See niggas flying, be able to talk to them, talk to plants, talking to animals. All that shit is about to happen. You'll see a woman talk to a fucking lion, like, oh shit. This motherfucker talking to a lion. You're goddamn right.
Yeah, that is it. But anyway, family, I think that is where we shall be wrapping it up with today's conversation. That is what I had aligned for you today. I didn't have much of the conversation. Nothing much is going on today, but we
It's
shall
Friday,
be coming
Joby.
back.
Thank God it's Friday. Yeah.
I know, that's right. Yes. Yeah. Don't expect me tonight to be coming back on the.
I'll be on the night. I'll be on the noon, Joe. I'm giving Joe the night off. He deserves the night off.
Yeah.
She's been putting up with Shamani's cooking, so shit. Everybody's got to survive that. Joby has been surviving Shamani.
Anyway, family, see you guys later. Shall be coming back exactly at
Where's Shamani at, Joby? She outside, or she's in the back office?
in the other room. She's in the office.
She's in the office. Yeah, so. Oh, I think she heard me. Okay.
Yeah, that's what you get for talking your shit, you know. Thinking everyone is born.
I thought she was good. I thought she'd be in the back room with that door closed, looking at Netflix or something.
That's chilling. She's chilling. But yeah, family, have an amazing day. Thank you, Tansan. Saba, that is Joe Mosquito. Thank you so much for tuning in to our amazing silent listeners. I've not seen Kay Williams, but I hope you're doing amazing wherever you are. If you silently listen, shout out to you. But for those who shall be catching this on a replay, also leave your comments.
I see everybody back at at 1 o'clock Eastern time today, fam. Joby be home. Joby be home on the couch trying to make it to her bed.
Nah, I'm gonna try make my hair. That's what I'm gonna try do, man.
Are you gonna go to salon today, finally?
Yeah, I will. I think after the rhythm scoop show, I can rush there, and then the rest I can finish later.
Hey, you got time to go? What are you talking about, Dan? How many hours does it take, Joby? You got from the rhythm scoop show. Just leave. The Maury knows how to get in, don't he?
He does, yeah, but I'm the only one who has the key, so if I'm going out, I have to keep the studio.
Oh, yeah, don't come on. Well, yeah, I brought the hairdresser. Studio.
10 minutes to the bike. 10 minutes to the bike.
All right. Well, shit, because that's like, how long does it take you to get your hair done? 3 hours?
I'm not sure. I want braids, so I'm not sure how long it's gonna take. I want some twist braids.
Yeah, I know you probably get a pedicure, a manicure, and all that shit, ain't you?
Yeah. Yeah, my nails look very bad. Been a whole month, just sitting on these short
I know. I'm surprised. Yeah, I'm surprised. You're right. Somebody had her nails done. Oh shit! What's going on in the world? What's happening?
Yeah, I'm about to make my lashes, correct my eyebrows, and look
eyebrows.
Good.
Oh, I get all pampered. But you can't get on a motorbike while you're getting all that shit done. Then go back. Ain't that right?
No, for lashes, I do it myself. I don't pay for lashes.
Maybe they call tomorrow and tell them to cancel the day. Tell them to take the day off too.
It's okay. Let him come. I'll multitask.
Okay. Yeah. All right, whatever. It is what it is, family. Let you be doing multitasking.
Yeah, let me go do whatever I had to do with the carpenter guy right now. Then I'll come back, set up.
Yeah. Okay, so he's gonna take you to go get the
Yeah.
The banners.
Yes.
Okay, I know they're gonna make it today already. Shit. Okay, cool.
I have to go with him because.
Okay, so that means finally sometime next week. Then we can take sometime at the end of the week. We can take the video and let everybody see the studio. I can put up on YouTube. Everybody can finally see what the studio looks like.
Yes.
Yeah, and then we introduce everybody. We introduce Joby's best new friend, Sheila, Christine on a wheelchair finally. Joby ass boy. Joby gave that lady that broken seat trying to play me for that shit. Joby
No, you gotta survive. I mean, family, don't you have? You guys have issues in your office, right? Sometimes you improvise with what you have, right? So yeah, that's what we're doing here. You improvise with what you have before it gets done.
Joby gave some lady in the office, y'all, a broken seat, right? I didn't even know it was broken. And the lady asked me, Keith, I got this broken seat. I said, what? What you talking about? You got that seat, it's just old. It's not broke. It's broke, Keith. I said, oh, Joby ass. Joby ass.
And it is what it is. It is what it is.
Joby ass. I thought the seat looked fucked up, Jimmy. I thought the seat looked fucked up. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't know it was broke. I swear to God. These Negroes break so many seats, man. I don't know what they be doing. I'm like, how the shit be broke? And so, eating all that damn ugali. So I said, no. So she calls. I said, you guys good? You guys come? I said, Joby's gonna go out and get your computer. Christine. Keith, I'm not talking about that. My seat's broken. What? The seat's broken. What do you mean your seat broken? Yeah, this broke. One goes up, one goes down. I said, Joby ass. So I said, listen. I said, Joby didn't tell me. I think they're scared to tell me because they've been breaking up seats and shit. I just told them to change it because it makes a lot of noise while they're doing the show. I didn't know it was broke. I said, this thing just makes a lot of creaking noises and shit. Creak, creak. I said, so
Yeah,
I told her,
and if I tell you, you're gonna get mad, like, and
I was gonna get mad. You right. I said,
be like, nah, I gotta
don't be
hold
no.
on. I'm like, no, no, it's too quick. Let me just hold.
Joey knows me too well. I would have got mad. I told Christine, I said, Christine, I think they know I would have got mad. They know me. They know I would have got mad. That's why they didn't tell you about that damn seat being broken, the broken seat. They knew I'd have got mad. And so they hid it from me. Now they got you back here looking crazy as cat shit. I swear to God, sweetheart, I didn't tell Joey to get his fucked up seat. I thought it was old. I said, Joey, we're gonna give Christine the old seat. So we gonna put the new seat in the studio where you guys sit, so it won't make all that damn noise. She's sitting there looking off, and you know her being African. Africans are scared to complain about anything. She's sitting there looking all crazy. She's so scared to complain. You're looking all crazy. Okay, Keith, my chair is broken. What? Your chair broken? What? Oh, your chair ain't broken. It's old, Christine. It's not broken. Keith, it's broken. Look, I'm sitting up and I'm sitting down. I'm sitting all the way around.
Yep, that's how we do it. How do you think we do it for 2 hours? You know, I think we sit here for 2 hours just flexing.
I never knew it was broke. I thought it just made noise, Joby. You know, I thought that shit was just noisy. I didn't know that shit was broke. I said, this damn chair, noisy as shit. Creak, shriek, 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 shriek. God damn. I said, Joby, when we get the new chairs, change out one of the new chairs and put the old chairs in the back. Get that old chair to Christine ass. Right? That shit was all fucked up. That shit was funny though. That shit, but anyway, let's go, Joe. Let's go.
Much love. See you guys in a few. That is in 30 minutes.
And Jibby should be done. Joby came in when I asked. Joby came in like she didn't know what the hell was going on and tried to throw me under the bus.
Who threw me under the bus?
Joby said, "Keith knew that chair was fucked up and broke." Much love, guys. I'll see you guys this afternoon.
Yes, much love, Asante Listener, once again. Thank you so much for being here, and see you guys later on the Rhythm Show.
That's exactly what Joby did. Cracker, she gave him something that's broke, like a cracker would do. You're right. let that lady just sit there. Imagine she got you to the office, Jibber Jabber, and didn't know what the hell was going on. Sat in that seat, and Joby ain't told that lady nothing.
I don't say nothing, okay? I don't say nothing. If it doesn't involve you, I don't tell you, man.
Much love, family. Great.